Is this going to work? Am I live? Doing a bit of a different one today, guys. Different location. Can you hear me as well, by the way? I can turn this up, no? What's up, Diggers Crypto? I'm from my studio. I'm live from my studio today. You can hear me, yeah? Okay, sick. Is it loud or is it just normal? Jesus, man, someone's popping off. How you doing, Saprio Roy? Super Jacob, 33, how you doing? Asaf Bakar, sick. Sunny Queensland, Australia, normal. David Jennings, yeah, it's been pretty hot here, man. It was 40 degrees yesterday, which was mental for England anyway. Cheers, Asaf. DPM team, Treem, how you doing, man? Dallas Diorio says, what's up, big bro? Fan from Atlantic City, New Jersey. I was wondering if you could go into depth on how you say you can only read, trace, and can't draw because your tattoos are made. Thanks for love. Yeah, I mean, I can't draw to save my life, really. Like I can copy things as long as there's like a stencil. I can copy things and then go from there. Really, like I can't draw. Like when people are good at drawing, they can sort of sketch out like a face or something, or sketch out something and then make it come to life. I can't do that. I just haven't got that talent. But I can look at something and copy it, if you know what I mean. Day one, thank you, my man or girl, if you're a woman or a girl, or both in today's society. Aaron Gonzalez, how you doing, man? Middle East, I haven't been there yet. Would love to go, but I fear it's going to be too hot for me. Let's have a look at these messages for review. Ollie Crocker Jones says, hi mate, your work is shit hot. I'm self-taught in tattooing but struggling to get into a shop. Any advice on that, mate? Just go around all the local shops, man. Like I tried to go around the shops and I had no luck. It was pretty hard for me to get into a studio, and I had to go outside of my local area. So I then came down south of England, and that's when I started to get a bit more luck because there was more options there for me. But yeah, if not, just try and set up a license in your local vicinity. So what I did was I convinced my mum to turn her conservatory thing into, because it had its own separate door from the outside. I convinced my mum to license that, and she helped me out with my career, to be honest. So yeah, without her, I would be screwed. But yeah, so so I would try and go for that kind of approach, maybe. So look at the comments. Day one, I am a man, I have a beard, okay? Hello, my man. I used to have a beard, but I shaved it off. Diggers Crypto Awareness Down Under. That's a sick name. Yeah, I can't really sketch, to be honest. Obviously, I'm not the best tattooist in the world. I'd like to say I'm half decent, and I kind of know what I'm doing. I'll just need to learn different techniques now to up my game a bit, but I'm not going to do that until I learn from another artist. So that's why I go to conventions. That's why I like to do guest spots with other artists, so I can learn from them and watch them, you know. Same as what you guys are doing with me. Like, I do these videos so I can teach guys that are just sort of setting up, or if they have been, or like the guys that, or girls that have been tattooing not for long, you know, or people that have been tattooing for years. They might see my stuff and learn a few things, which is equally good. So so many questions coming in. Let's have a look. I'm going to try and go down the list as they come in, so bear with me. DJ, no, that's Jay Daliwal. Hey brother, any advice on how to get clients as a self-taught artist working from home? Yeah, so I would recommend you go on social media. I'm going to try and set up a video about that as well, with using social media well. So you might have to spend a lot, not a lot of money, but a bit of money on advertising, which is basically the most of where your clients are going to come from. Like, I don't really have clients from word of mouth. If I did, and I only solely worked from clients from word of mouth, I wouldn't do as well as I am today, if you know what I mean. So I've had to really get to grips with social media and how it works, and the algorithms and stuff of Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. Facebook's a really good one to start off with. I would definitely start with Facebook. Set up a page for your tattooing, and then, because in Facebook there's a feature where you can go down the list of your friends and invite to like your page. So people that maybe didn't know that you tattooed might get an invite for them to like your page, and then they now know that you are a tattooist and that you tattoo, and if they like your work, then they'll probably give me a message. So that's one thing I would definitely do, is set up a Facebook page, not a personal page, but like a business page. So Google Facebook business page, and it should come up. And just start posting your tattoos, like tattoos that you really like. Like, I have a specific style I like to do. I don't post every tattoo I do, just because I like to keep it with the theme. So I still do little small tattoos. Like, I did a little small bee like that on a girl's back the other month. I tattooed some like neo trad kind of style, black and grey, like olive leaves on my sister up here, which you probably saw on my Instagram if you follow me. If you don't, it's at Oliver Air. Yeah, so basically, like, I want to say this. I want to give this. I want to say, hold on, I'm getting messages from Domino's. That's a sign. Maybe I need a pizza or something. So yeah, I just wanted to say this in this video, that I want this page in this community that I'm slowly building up to help each other out, and act as like a forum where you can ask questions. I get a lot of questions on my videos that I can't, like, when I first started this channel like 4 or 5 months ago, I was able to reply to most of the messages, but now I get so many messages and comments and questions that I can't physically answer them all, because I will literally just be on my phone all day, like this, like, you know what I mean? So yeah, I want to, you know, if people are in the know on this channel, that have the experience and know the answers to some of these questions, don't hesitate to help everyone out on this channel. You know, I've seen a lot of people help, like, answer questions that people have asked in the comments, and yeah, like, you know, they were right. So I just want this page to try and be like a nice place for someone that wants to learn things and tips and maybe techniques, and they are struggling to get that advice, to come on this page, look through and try and find it. and hopefully, you know, it's going to help you out as well. Like I've learned a lot of things from people commenting and DMing me on Instagram through this page, and I've learned, like I've switched my setup, like on my machine. On my machine now, I have a 2.5 mil cam, throw cam. So I've changed my cam on my machine because someone recommended it from the channel that that might smooth my black and grey shading out. So now I run it on a, I can't remember if I've kept, yeah, I've kept the old cam. I was running on a 3.25 millimeter cam, and now I'm on a 2.5 cam, which is the shortest throw you can get, I think, but it's super smooth. So that's the little gold and silver bit here on the Inkjector Elite, Flight Elite. So yeah, so this is what I use now, and yeah, it's definitely helped my shading. It's a hell of a lot smoother, and you don't get as many needle marks. You know, when you're shading like this, you're like, and then like you see like little needle marks. Like it takes a lot of that away if you do that, if you change the cam, because I think these come with a 3.25, so you have to buy the cam. It's only like £20. It's not expensive, but it's definitely. And I'm running on a soft bar as well, so on the softest setting, I believe, which is that one. So that's the machine that I use. Let's read some of these questions. I'm going to stay on this for about an hour, guys. So if you do have questions, just give me a shout. Aaron Gonzalez, thank you for the nice comment. Let's have a look. Yo, bro. Rhino Inc. 33 says, "Yo, bro, self-taught beginner in tattoo. I've set my spare room up for now, but struggling with tattooing hands." Yeah, hands are pretty hard anyway, man. Hands are a hard skin to crack with, because it's a very some people's skin on their hands can be very dry, which means it's harder to get smooth shading. And I feel like lines go in, but they're not as smooth as someone that has nice soft skin. I'm sweating here. It's still really hot in England. So like a hand, here you go. I've got a hand ready here. Yes, and like especially around the knuckle areas. Let's try and turn this light down a bit. So around the knuckles, say if your client's hands like this, yeah, like the knuckle area is bad. It's hard. You really have to know what you're doing, and this is like the most painful area. Along the side here, near the thumb's painful, and also on this side is very painful as well. But yeah, skin on the hand, it's just practice, man. It really is. It's just practice. You have to be able to make sure you can put in ink in the right depth for a hand, because if you don't, it's just going to fall out. Because people's hands, they use hands all the time, so they're in and out of their pockets. You know, it's going to be hard. And don't, like, I've got this mandala thing on my hand, and look, it's not healed that great over the knuckles. It's come out over the knuckles, so I need to touch that up eventually. It's on my right hand, so I can't really tap on my left hand, so I'll have to get someone to do it. But yeah, hands are difficult, man. They are difficult because the skin's a bit different and it's a bit drier. Maybe just stick to get experience on other parts of the body. That's what I would say. Suprio Roy, your hand speaks. I don't know if you're on about the arm I just threw up there. Paul Galvin, how long till you are proud of your tattoos? To be honest, when it's weird because I look at tattoos now, back when I first started out, and I was like, yeah, that's sick at the time. And then when I look back at them now, I'm like, oh man, really? Like you look at your progression through the years and the months that you've been doing it. And as long as you're confident and at the time you believe you've done the best work you can possibly do, then that's all that should matter. As long as the client's happy as well. It would, I would say from the 3rd or 4th month I was tattooing, 4 or 5, maybe 6 months I was tattooing, I was getting into it. I was getting more familiar with my machine at the time. I was getting more familiar with different people's skins, because when you first start to tattoo, it's definitely a lot different when you tattoo person to person. So each person has slightly different skin. And then when you have really good skin, you're like, wow, you know, I'm making some progress because this skin's so smooth. I'm shading nice. I'm lining really smooth, like neat and smooth and stuff. So, and then you go on a course or a run of like normal or bad skin. Say bad skin meaning that it bleeds a lot and it becomes very, very red, so you can't see. So, and then like a couple of months later, you'll get someone with really good skin again, and then your faith is kind of, you know, there again. You're like, oh, okay, sick, yeah, blah blah. And then you look back through the pictures through 6-7 months to a year, and you look at how far you've come, and you're like, actually, yeah, I really have come far. I still look at that now. Like I still look at tattoos that I've done. I have clients coming in that having their sleeves done, and they come in with a tattoo up here that I did like 8 months ago, and I'm like, wow, I tattoo so different now. I tattoo completely different to how I did 8 months ago, and that's just by pushing yourself consciously, trying new equipment, trying new needles out, trying different things to make your work as best as you can. You know, I don't know if that answered your question, but kind of went on there. Let's have a look. Day One asks, oh no, Artist Universal, how you doing, man? Thanks for the message. You have asked, have you tattooed yourself? Yes, I have. I've tattooed most of this arm when I was first learning. I tattooed all this hand. I've tattooed most of that hand. I haven't tattooed that arm. Yeah, most of this hand. I did my hand and stuff like the geometric pattern in dot work and all that. I need to go over it really. This is like one of the first roses I ever did. And this was the first rose I ever did, which is crazy. You can't really see it, but that there is the first rose I ever did. Look at the shading. It's awful. If you look at this and then my roses now, that's like three or 4 years apart. So you think, wow, this is the first ever line work I did. So you can see it's blown out a bit up here. It's not gone in, where is it? Around here, it's not gone in as smooth as I'd like it. Haven't gone deep enough here. I've clearly, you know, it's not very good. It looks like an alien. It's supposed to be, I don't know why I did that. And then you look at stuff like this, is what I've done as well. This was like 2 years ago, and you can tell the difference. Sealed quite nice actually. But yeah, I've done most of my legs, to be honest. I'll do the other side. That's the other side. It's just like old school kind of neo-trad random kind of shit really. But yeah, that was some of the oh, here we go. I've got this stuff on this leg as well. Did this one pretty early on. This was because I was into dot work. So this is all like dot work kind of stuff. I was into dot work and stuff. This was and then I've got these little ones on the thing as well. This is the first color piece I did, which is really bad. Look at that rose. Looks like a skin infection. That is awful. So that's why I don't do color. This is like maybe in the first 2-3 months I ever started tattooing. I thought, fuck it, I'm going to do a rose on the side of my knee. For a start, it was very painful and it's shit. So I need to cover that up with a neo trad rose, to be honest. But yeah. But, you know, I look at it and I think this is how far I've come, you know? Like the lines it's just shit. I just didn't know. But it's practice, you know? It's literally just practice. That was 4 years ago, I'd say. That's 2015, so 16, 17, 18, 19, yeah, 2015 in August. So just over 3.5 years ago, I did that that red shitty cauliflower on my leg. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at some comments. Should I set a Rhino Inc. 33? Should I set up a page to get clients in if I'm not licensed? I wouldn't recommend it, man, because you'll just get shut down. You'll probably get fined a massive deal as well. I would definitely get licensed. It doesn't take much to get licensed. I don't know where you are in the world. If you're in England, I would definitely get licensed. But you need a sink. You need 2 sinks. You need a clean sink and a bad sink. You need to have washable floors, washable walls. Yeah, you need to know all about hygiene. You need to set up correctly where you have your needles. Like I have needle bins, all my needles in there. So yeah, I would definitely recommend getting licensed, man, 100%. Best needle for tribal tattoo color packing. I don't really do that, but for color packing, you can use any needle as long as you're. Depends on how big it is. See, these are pretty good for color packing. These are Cheyenne. These are the Cheyenne. What are they called? The Cheyenne craft cartridges. These are pretty good for color packing. You can see that. I think. Is it going to focus? Probably not. Yeah, so these are pretty good for color packing. This is a curved mag. You can see the curvature of the needle. Yeah, but again, slow, you know, slow small circles to color pack, and then wipe, and then see where you go, and then carry on. I presume you're going black with tribal. Matthew Roy, much love from Canada. Thank you. So I really need to come to Canada, to be honest. I've heard it's beautiful. But thanks for the message, man. Little shout out. If you guys do have any video requests, I will try my best to work on some content for people that do want to request a video, like something. A lot of you have said you want another camera on when I dip. That would be okay, but it's just so much editing and making sure that it's in time and stuff. Because another thing as well, you might, if I then show the inks the colors that I dip in, it might not be right, because my inks will be set up differently from different people. So different tones of skin. So if I have like a darker tone of skin to a lighter tone of skin, say this tone of skin, right? Which is, let's go down again. So this tone of skin to this tone of skin. Obviously, this is my friend Fred from the video that I tattooed. So this is much lighter than this. So this guy, I would put less drops of ink in, because it would come out lighter on his skin, darker on his skin, because he's lighter skinned. So this guy's quite tanned. So I would put a bit darker so it comes up, it shows up easier. So what I'm saying is, if I then put videos of me dipping into my ink, it's not going to be the same consistent ink from video to video, if you know what I mean. So it's going to mess you up even more. And it's good practice to make sure that you learn that yourself, kind of thing. Yeah, I would definitely try and learn that yourself. Just try and look for consistency in, you know, let's do this skull, for instance. So this skull, you would put, obviously, for me, what I would do is, let me get a little marker. So for me, here we go, I'll use a pencil. So for me, in this area, I would use solid outline black in this little crease here. In the nose, let's turn this down a bit more. In the nose, I would do solid black as well. This is outline black. Again, in this bit here, I would do solid black. And then in these bits around the proper black bit, I would use a dark, like the next one down from that. So it would heal. It might look the same color, but it's not when you first do it, but it would heal slightly lighter than the black that you've used here. And then obviously down here, you would use the lightest ink, but make sure, look, you can see now, I would use the lightest ink in here, and then the next one up from there, and then the next one down from the black here. So it's almost like, and again, across the forehead here, I would use really light ink, going into medium, then going into a bit darker, and then on this bit here, I would use black, solid black. So yeah, it's just following the way you tattoo and the way you look at references, I suppose. But make sure between shades, make sure you rinse your cup out, you rinse your needle out, because if you don't, then the light ink will be saturated with the dark ink that you dipped back in. So then the lighter ink's definitely going to turn darker. Artist Universal says lots of love from Seattle. Thank you for your support and your love on the channel. I really appreciate that. If you are liking the video, smash a like on the video. That will help me out a lot. There's 31 watching right now. There's 7 likes. Hi, this is from Dave Isherwood. Hi, bro. Why does my darkest shading seem to be brown and not deep black? It might be because you are going to. It might be the redness of the skin coming through. So maybe chill out on how hard you're pressing in the skin. Maybe turn your machine down. If it's actually the color, send me a picture on Instagram. My Instagram is @OliverAir, so it's my name, all one word. Yeah, it might be because the client's skin's maybe too red, and it's like mixing with the black, and it may look brown. I don't know. Or it depends on your client's skin tone as well. Let's have a look. So H Pohorama says, is there a major difference between flat mags and round mags? Can you achieve the same effect with either just using the stipple technique, 3-round liner? Just started realism and it's going quite well, thanks. Good. I'm glad that it's going well for you, man. Is it right? Let's do this. Is there a major difference between flat mags and round mags? Yes, there is. A curved mag, I think you mean. So I don't think I've got any flat mags, to be honest. Nope, don't think so. I might have one here. Nope. Nope. Okay, I don't think I have. I thought I had a flat mag, but it looks like I haven't. anymore. No, don't think I have. So I'll use this needle I used earlier as an example. So can you see that on that one? Not really. I'll use this one as an example that I used earlier. So a curved mag. I've said this in my video, so I've got a video between different needles. So find that video on my channel if you are stuck. So this is a curved. Let's try and turn this down a bit. So this is a curved mag. You can see the curvature. You can't see the curvature at all. Come on. You can see the curve. See the curve. Let me get my pointer out again. You can see the curve on the needle going. Come on, man. What's going on? Let's turn it back a bit. You can see the curve. Look on the needle. It goes curve. Yeah. So that's a curve mag. That is really good for soft blending in portraits and stuff. So I always use curve mags because you get a softer, smoother. You get a softer, smoother blend of shading. So this is a soft edge, which is basically a curve mag. It's just Cheyenne's way of saying curve mag. So it's a soft edge. So and then on a flat mag, it wouldn't have that curve. It would just be flat. Normally you would use them for color packing. You wouldn't really use them for blending and smooth shading because you would get a lot of, if you didn't angle your needle right, you would get a lot of unsmooth lines through it, in my opinion. So I always use curve mags because you don't get the, and you can use the needle in different ways. So say if that's curved like that, you can use the side of it like this. You can use the side of it like that. You can, do different things with it on how you point your needle. You can shade with a flat mag, but it's going to be a lot harder to get a smoother blend. I always shade with soft mags because it's with curve mag because I do a lot of faces and stuff, so I like the blends to be really nice in the cheeks and stuff, and on the nose especially. Patrick Rubin, Malaysia here. How you doing, man? Don't know why I did that. Rhino Inc. 33. I'm in Manchester, sick. I love Manchester. I need to go there again at some point. Yeah, so I would definitely get licensed, man, 100%. Elias8 says, how to have a confidence to make almost any tattoo. I mean, I feel confident in some pictures and some not. When did you feel that you are becoming a pro? I don't really class myself as a pro for a start. I am confident though. I think with tattooing, it's definitely something that you need to be confident at. If you go in scared, you're probably not going to do your best work. I was pretty confident in any tattoo I was doing, which kind of made me feel like I could do anything until I did a portrait. I threw myself a lot of times in the deep end by doing like a portrait in the first 4 months of tattooing and stuff like that. Like, I would never recommend anybody do that because it's one of the hardest things to tattoo correctly, especially if it's a relative or something like that you're doing for someone. Like, it has to be spot on. So I started, this is the stuff I started with. I started with line work. I started with roses, but roses are very hard as well to do. So I did a couple of roses that I wasn't happy with in the beginning, but again, it's practice. I started with dot work. So I started doing lines, thick lines, small lines, and then dots, to just try and get it. That really helped me with finding an understanding of where darks and lights should be and where to blend. Yeah, that really helped me from the start. And then I started to do realism about 1.5 years into tattooing. I was tattooing dot work, geometric patterns for a good 1.5 years before I started even touching realism or stuff like I'm doing today. So I've only been doing stuff today for probably about 2 years, 2.5 years. So I'm still learning loads. Is CM same as RM? That was from Ryu Sipigo. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Is a curved mag the same as a round mag? I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, you get. Yeah, it is. You get a round. Yeah, so I've got here. So here we go. You've got a round mag here. So this is here, and then you've got curved mags. Yeah, this is the difference. So RM on this box, it's probably back to front, but you can see RM there. That's round mag, and you can see this one is curved mag. It's back to front, but curved mag there. Same, exactly the same. It's just different brands and different needles, man. But yeah. Will Artist Universal, will you ever go to the Washington State, US? Probably, yeah, I'd love to come. I think I need to go because someone's at the gate. So I'll do another live stream at some point in the next couple of days. Thanks for watching, guys. Sorry I had to cut it short by 20 minutes, but I will see you all soon. Take care.